There have been many Spider-Men, but only one who carried the mask with such emotion: Andrew Garfield. When The Amazing Spider-Man arrived in 2012, the world was curious. A new face, a new story, a new kind of Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield didn't play Spider-Man as a superhero. He played him as a person, a young man struggling to find his place in the world, to balance his gifts with his guilt, his heart with his pain. He wasn't the perfect hero. He was real. He was human. His Peter Parker was funny, smart, a little rebellious, but always sincere. And when he put on the mask, you could still feel everything: the fear, the hope, the weight of responsibility. Because Andrew didn't just act Spider-Man, he believed in him. He once said, "Spider-Man represents all of us trying to make the best of what we've been given." And that's exactly what his version was. Not invincible, not flawless, but deeply relatable. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, we saw Peter's greatest love, Gwen Stacy. Their chemistry was natural, their love story pure. But tragedy struck. The moment he lost her was the moment his world fell apart. That scream, that silence, it broke everyone's heart. It wasn't just a movie scene, it was raw emotion. After that film, his journey ended too soon. Plans for a third movie disappeared, but fans never forgot. They saw his pain, his dedication, his love for the role, and they kept hoping he'd return. Then, almost a decade later, in Spider-Man: No Way Home, he came back. No longer the same boy, older, wiser, carrying the pain of his past but ready to heal. And in that moment, when he caught MJ, the entire world fell silent. Because it wasn't just Spider-Man saving a girl, it was Andrew Garfield saving himself. That single scene said everything: forgiveness, redemption, love. It reminded us why his Spider-Man was special. Because he never gave up, even when nobody was watching, even when the world moved on. Andrew Garfield gave us a hero with a soul, a Spider-Man who laughed, cried, and carried the weight of his choices. He taught us that true strength isn't about web shooters or superpowers. It's about heart, about standing up after loss, about never forgetting who you are. He may not have been the first Spider-Man. He may not have been the last. But for millions of fans, he'll always be the one who made Spider-Man feel real. Andrew Garfield, the hero who reminded us that behind every mask, there's a beating heart.
But Peter, you're going to die doing this. You're going to die in that stupid costume. And I know that there is nothing I can say to stop you from doing it. But I never in a million years imagined that I would be tossed off a bridge by a maniac or wiping your gunshot blood off my clothes so my mom doesn't see it. Someone is going to kill you.